And in the words of my mom, with a vase of appreciation and roses of gratitude, welcome to the First Gentleman and Secretary Yellen, to the United States Mint, the Denver Mint, and to an exciting and wonderful team that does great work every single day. So thank you and welcome to our distinguished guests. I can't tell you how excited I am that they're here with us. So can we first pause and give each of us and them a round of applause? Thank you. So I was so excited on the flight here. I told the whole team about the history of the United States Mint from 1792, Philadelphia, and the history. I went even further back to the Gold Rush for Denver. And I also shared with them the excitement of just having the president, the secretary, having that confidence in me to lead the Mint. And we're pending Senate confirmation, and that's okay. But what an exciting job. And everything you do every day matters to each of us. So without further delay, as my mother would also say, be bright, be brilliant, and be gone. Let me just turn it over and welcome our distinguished second gentleman, Doug Emhoff. Sir.
Don't worry, it's not a long set of remarks, even though I have this book. Thank you so much, Deputy Director Gibson. It was great to meet you on the plane, and I'm just so excited for you. I can see the passion in which you bring to this role, and it's infectious. And I'm just so excited to be here, and I'm so excited to be here with you. So thank you so much. And Denver Mint, wow, I've met a lot of you already out there. I got to see what you do, how you do it, and with the skill and the integrity and the passion, you can just see it. You can just see how you do it here. So thank you for having me. It's just an honor to be here. It's an honor to be back in Colorado. One of the first events I did as Second Gentleman was actually right here in Colorado. And fun fact, my son actually went to college here in Colorado. So, and also coming from California, it's a place that I enjoyed visiting a lot. So thanks for having me back. You know, one of the best things about being Second Gentleman of the United States is I get to travel around the country and visit federal offices and just see all the amazing work that you all do each and every day. And to see this firsthand, something so cool and so amazing on how these historic coins are made, it's just great. But I also just really want to thank you for the work that you do, the work that you have been doing. It's just truly incredible. But this place is so cool. You know, I'm a lawyer by training, so that means I'm pretty curious by nature. And I love history, I love architecture, I love art. So just to be in this building, as you said, it is a work of living history. And I was sitting in the office, and I'm noticing the safe and the Tommy gun and the scales and the old radio. It's just a real inspiring place to be. So I hope you appreciate that each and every day. And it's also especially interesting for me to learn about the Women's History Quarters, which are incredible. And the Vice President, my wife, Kamala Harris, we were both really excited when we heard about the Mint's plan to honor these trailblazing American women. I was so excited, in fact, that when the Maya Angelou coin came out, we walked over across the street from the West Wing, White House to Treasury, and we got one, took a picture, put it online, and hopefully you saw that. And I brought it home, and the Vice President was really surprised, and I gave it to her. So the coin that I got is now in her possession. It's in our home in D.C. So you are making history real for every person that picks up one of these coins, and I understand 400 million already of the Maya Angelou coin, so that's incredible. And more people are going to know about these historic women through this program, and that's what it's all about. Like I said, I know this is not easy work on a good day, but we know these last 2 years have been so difficult for all of us and so challenging, especially here at the Denver Mint. But despite these challenges, you all got to 100% of your delivery targets despite COVID happening, so you should be congratulated on that. And I know you took health and safety very seriously. I just met the award winners back there, and we were talking about the increases in the safety record and the work that you did on keeping the air, literally keeping the air safe and keeping this place up and running. So thank you both, and the awards are well deserved. And I can see that from the rest of the team. You can just tell being out on the floor there, the dedication and the passion that you all have and the professionalism in your roles. So thank you for having us. I'm now going to introduce, during Women's History Month, which this is, a woman who really is a trailblazer in her own right. She is very accomplished. I'm honored to call her a friend. She's the first woman in the history of our country to be our Treasury Secretary, and that is Secretary Janet Yellen.
It's a real pleasure to be here at the Denver Mint, and I'm very excited to be able to spotlight this facility with the second gentleman. I also want to thank Deputy Director Gibson. You have been such an effective leader of the Mint and through a challenging time. And, you know, for me, it's really great to be here with all of you. Ever since the first Mint facility opened up in 1792, the Mint has been a critical part of our country's economy. And I know this facility began minting coins a little over a century later, and it's been a backbone of the Mint's production ever since. The work that you do here really is crucial. It's crucially important to our country. And as Doug said, despite the pandemic and the related currency shortage, all of you have behaved in such a professional way and shown your devotion to the country and your work by continuing to do your important work here during this very, very difficult time. And through your devoted service, you've really helped keep our nation's economy running. So thank you for that. March, of course, is also Women's History Month. I was grateful that the Mint honored this in an historic way by placing Maya Angelou on the first American Women's Quarters Program coin. It's been fantastic to have the chance to actually make one of the coins and to see the way in which you produce these, and they're so beautiful. I will treasure my souvenir of this visit. But what does it mean to have Maya Angelou on our currency? In the 232 years since the Treasury Department's founding, you know, we've chosen people to appear on our currency because we've thought that their ideas are central to how we think about running an economy. And many of these people, the truth is, they're almost exclusively have been men. Many of these people have made incredible contributions to this country. People like Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, and Thomas Jefferson. Yet something has been missing from this body of ideas, and that is the remarkable achievements of women leaders, scholars, poets, and entrepreneurs who hadn't been honored. In choosing Maya Angelou and the other women that will be featured through the American Women's Quarters Program, we're not only lifting up these incredible individuals, I see it as our also making a statement about how our society has progressed and about what we value. I know that making this happen, this program, wasn't easy. I know that the quarters are produced here in Denver, and it was really interesting to see how you make them. Obviously, behind every coin, there are many difficult decisions, a lot of steps to turn the concept into reality, from the image selection, the design, the production, and the distribution, the packaging and the distribution. And I'm grateful to all of you for being such effective partners in that work, whether it's your work distributing coins, designing medals, producing bullion coins, or any of the other amazing things the Mint does. All of you play a critical role, and I am tremendously grateful for your contributions and efforts. I'm excited to be able to work with Deputy Director Gibson and all of you to make the Mint even stronger in the coming months. With all of the important work you do to make our country a better and more inclusive place, I know that there's still work to be done to make the Mint a more equitable institution. But I want to thank you for hosting what's been a wonderful and informative visit, and my thanks to all of you for the important work that you do. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And at this time, the Secretary and the First Gentleman are going to mingle with you for a bit. But before we do that, I'd like to call out Dennis O'Connor. Where are you, Dennis? Who's Director of Police for the U.S. Mint, and to recognize our police force for just keeping us safe all the time and taking care of the nation's assets all the time. So thank you so much.